Need some music, man. All right, welcome back. Put us on.
We got this. We're here. Late Night Greens. How we doing, everyone? How we doing?
Bucket's not ready. Nobody's ready.
I'm here. I'm ready. What do you mean?
Disappointed in everybody.
What do you mean? What did I do?
All right, guys, welcome back. Late Night Green, late night edition. What's going on? Let's put that other camera on here if we can. Okay. Well. Just bring it in. Just bring it in again. All right, guys.
We're rolling.
We're having a little bit of a technical issue tonight.
And this is all. Has this all been happening since the Cup?
No. This is all happening because when we start one show late, remember I was telling you earlier, if we don't start that show on time, that the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So we didn't start the last show on time, and we didn't get this show.
Well, that was more because of we were dealing with operating errors, right?
No.
Oh, because of
that's not how you bill up, but
no, I didn't. I didn't remember.
Oh shit. Yeah, let's not do that. All right, Jeff, tell me where we stand. Do we have our guest? Tell me where we're at.
Beautiful.
All right.
There we go. Are we frozen?
Well, it looks like
we're frozen.
All right, hang on.
Hi, how are we doing? Thank you for bearing with us. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm excited to play this game. I really am.
Well, we're not even. That's the next show down. We're not even. Nope. Sacha, are you there?
Hi.
Hello,
Hey.
Sacha. How are we doing tonight?
How are you?
Good. There's a little bit of a delay, so if I don't respond right away, I promise I'm paying attention.
Well, I don't know if I can hear myself. If you've got any type of earpiece or a headphone, that would also help with the loop back.
Oh,
if you've got one
AirPods, even.
Let me check.
Yes.
Jeff,
are the AirPods in the purse?
Jeff, you got to take this video of us frozen now. Just. Guys, this is the pleasure of live television.
Anyone who watches any of the streams I've done.
All right, here's what's going to happen. Can you mute? We're going to mute you real quick. Go ahead and mute Sacha real quick. Okay, so we have this. Let's work off of this camera right here for a minute.
Okay.
All right. And let me introduce. We got off to such a wacky start because before I even introduced the guest, normally I introduce I talk to my co-host because Todd's usually here, but he's not here because he's away, and Bucket's here. But you're here for a very specific reason because you've got a premiere tonight of your new show.
I do.
It's at 9:00.
Yep.
And that's coming up really soon.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to get done this, but you guys all have permission to leave this show at 9 p.m. and go over to either Cough Country TV or you can go over to the Bucket Man Show on YouTube or other channels like your Instagrams and your.
Well, there's the Bucket Man Show Instagram. There's the Bucket Man Show YouTube. I don't know if the
Rumble.
Rumble as well. If you go to the Instagram post on the Bucket Man Show Instagram or on Late Night Green, there is a list of all the actually on the Bucket Man Show YouTube. If you click on the bio there's a list of all the platforms that's right. All available on.
All nicely contained and listed there for you.
Exactly.
Well, tell us what are we going to expect during this and control room. If you got a quick clip from earlier, we can maybe play that real quick to get people interested in what's going on. But give us a 30-second summary and an overview of what the Bucket Man Show is. Who are you? What do you do? Why do you do what you do?
The Bucket Man Show fun fact is actually was my first YouTube project I did for my Magic the Gathering gameplay. It would be gameplay broken up with skits and bits throughout the show. I'd have an intro, all sorts. That was abandoned, I want to say 2 years ago, just because of my diving more into short form cannabis content and whatnot, and the fact that, frankly, as it was structured at the time, was very tedious and time consuming in editing. Once you approached me about my own show on this network, I thought, okay, well, the Bucket Man show has to come back, and I thought, I don't have to, because when I started doing content, I thought Magic the Gathering was my biggest weighing piece. I hadn't discovered my cannabis talent and otherwise yet, so it's really liberating to be able to do this show without that necessity to it and just do skits and bits, not have them relate to, anything that I'm currently doing in a game or something. So I'm excited to bring the late night entertainment vibes, like all the great ones we grew up with in the 90s and mid 2000s and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So let's catch that clip. Let's see that.
Control, do you have that clip keyed?
Well, no, the clip of the show.
It's yeah. Well, I'm doing it because I don't have Sacha, and that's why I'm waiting to see if she got her situation resolved. But I don't see her, so there she is. Okay, 1 second. She said 1 second, so she's working on something. We'll play the clip on the next show when we were planned on playing it. As soon as Sasha's ready to go, I want to introduce her because, guys, I got to tell you, we've been trying to put this together forever, and Sacha is awesome. She's been great to work with, and we've had to make some adjustments along the way, and we've had some issues, because we had to get the game. Like, we've got the game right here, guys. This is it right here. It is the dope deck. If you can unmute her and we can talk to her, control room.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, we can. How are you?
Good. You can hear me fine? I'm good?
Yeah, Jeff, maybe you can adjust her volume.
Okay, score.
Yeah,
excellent.
A little bit. But yeah, welcome to the show, Sacha. How are you? I was just explaining to everybody that this has been in the works for quite some time already.
Yes. I'm so excited to be here. I don't think that was a question, but I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's been in the works for a while, the whole coming up to this point he was asking, though, right?
Yeah, because we had it scheduled.
It's so funny because it was.
Go ahead. We have a delay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, we had it scheduled for a little bit, and then the game didn't get out there, and it was such a pretty little package, but it didn't end up getting out there in time. And then I was going to resend another one, and then the first one got there, and it was a whole fuster-cluck of a situation. But thankfully, we had beautiful resolve.
Now tell me, how long has this game been in production for you? Like, when did you get the idea? How did you get it? And, what's been the process of getting this all together?
Oh, man. Okay, so it actually started Christmas week in 2018. I had my first big girl job. I was really, really happy. And the week of Christmas, actually, I got laid off. I had a 1-year-old at the time. I didn't know what to do. My father's health was progressively declining right in front of our eyes. He was eventually put on hospice, but everything had kind of begun right then. So essentially, just picture this, you want to be excited for Christmas. You have a 1-year-old. I'm in the fetal position laying on the bathroom floor, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I don't want to be put in a position where I'm working for someone and they can just cut me off,
Yep.
Like, I don't want to be subject to the fuckery of the world. So I was like, I'm going to do my own thing because that gives you job security, of course, which it starting your own business is a whole other conversation, right?
Right. But in theory, it does, right?
And so I was trying to... Exactly. It kind of gives you some sort of freedom. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, what my passion was, and not in a cliche, like something very tangible. And I really sat down and I was like, what what do I like just on a very basic level? I like when I'm sitting with my friends or my family and we're laughing. Just that moment. Boom. That's what I like. Where does my activism lie? And I was like, okay, well, cannabis, activism, they're pretty much synonymous. So how can I put that together with having a good time and making people laugh? I am funny every like third Thursday. So I don't want to be a comedian, but I do want to give people that same like belly laugh, the endorphins, the serotonin, whole 9 yards. How am I going to do that? How am I going to package that and put it in a little box? And then I started thinking of what I'm good at, and that's making my own games and my own rules. Not necessarily so it's in my favor. As you can see with this game, I feel like all of the cards call me out in a different way, but I'll get to that in a second. So essentially, all of these things are going through my head, and I'm trying to figure out what can I do to put this all together in one little package that I can give to someone. And I'm like, well, perfect. I'm going to make a game. And as soon as I thought that, it's like, okay, this is the game. This is how you play. Just everything fell into place. I didn't have to sit there and think about what I wanted to do. It was just like on a platter, already figured out. I just had to think about it. I don't know. I hope that doesn't sound egotistical, but it was a very surreal moment.
Well,
it was very like
what I find interesting is, like, people start businesses for different reasons. They get inspired for different reasons, and some people will go and tap into maybe bless you. Some people will tap into,
no, that was the dog throwing shit around.
It's an instinct of mine.
Okay. Well, we thought maybe you had sneezed, right?
I did.
Well, and with
I appreciate it. I'll take the blessing.
If Bucket says you sneeze, I have to go with that. I have to go with that.
You have to believe me.
Yeah, I have to believe
it's in the
you.
Bible.
Anyway, that's hilarious. So some people will tap into things that they've done in the past, like their job. Say, if they were an accountant and they find themselves in a situation, then they may create a business around their past, work. It sounds to me like you didn't necessarily tap into something that you've done in the past, but you tapped into yourself. What would you want to make if you were the player of this game and you wanted to tap into these different elements?
And the thing I also really like is the fact that you said that you're funny every other Thursday. Well, I'll tell you what I saw through your explanation there is the true mark of a comedian, because you said, yes, you don't know, the things to say to make people laugh, but the different scenarios and questions to ask and topics to bring up that bring people into that zone. And I think that's an excellent starting point for anyone trying to follow that kind of path of comedy.
Well, and it's great because it's exactly that. It is the template for those good times.
Having fun.
Yep. And there was something else I wanted to say with that, but now I don't remember. And that's fine, because I'm sure I'll think about it later.
Well, know what, Sasha, hang on a second. So why don't we, real quick, while we have an opportunity, where did you grow up, and where are you, and give us some background.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Tell us who you are.
All right, prepare your anuses, because this is crazy weird.
That was a statement.
Oh, my.
That was a hell of a statement there. Caught my attention.
Well, I'm trying to give you, get ready, because get ready doesn't do it.
All right, let's go. We're ready.
I was actually born and raised in Saudi Arabia. No alcohol, dry country, no weed. They had hash that was cut with, I heard it was cut with rat poison, but I wasn't smoking pot at the time because I'm like a dare kid. So, I think I made a pledge or something. I don't remember. But I was born and raised over there, ended up going to boarding school in Austria, Salzburg, Sound of Music type shit.
Oh, wow.
And then I moved back to America. And then I ended up in California. I'm in this little like hick town, but it's in between San Diego and Los Angeles, which are two amazing markets for cannabis. And, you know, Riverside County, albeit it's not quite on the map, it's definitely got some pretty cool cannabis things coming up. And you kind of see a really niche market of like moms and just women, as opposed to having this big spotlight on men. So yeah, right now Southern California is where we're at.
Is where you're at.
Love that.
And so you became inspired, you played off of your own senses and the things that you liked, and so where do you even begin? I mean, to this point, Bucket, so to this point, I can get like, this is all like, do the things you like, create things that you think are funny, but then you run up against the fact that you actually have to fucking make this game. And that's the part I have no idea about. And
it's like, it's one of my favorite phrases in life. I would be nowhere without the shoulders of the giants I had to stand on, and that is such a true statement that I find, and when I talk to anyone who's done any sort of game design, they draw off of different elements. Like there's this another cannabis game that you guys probably didn't know about, Cannabeasts. It is a cannabis trading card game that's actually very, very well known. I didn't know about this until I discovered it. And it basically has the same rules as the popular card game Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's a very popular thing that game designers will do, whether it be video games or actual board games or things like this. They'll draw different elements of different games or one game together and reimagine it. So it's not always, you have to think of it on the spot. A lot of people are drawing from different elements and taking lessons from the past.
Well, and it was cool because I had this initial gameplay in mind. And then on 420, actually, I ended up testing the game with actually someone that I worked with's baby daddy out of like nowhere. It was really serendipitous the way stuff worked out. Excuse
Respect.
me. Smoker's cough. Holy crap.
Yep.
So I ended up testing the game out. And yeah. And it worked out really cool. But then I was able to see what cards played a little bit better and what cards I had imagined that didn't really play out the way that I wanted them to. And then I was able to actually add layers and add rules. And that kind of became more of the structured play as opposed to just being able to flip a card and follow the prompt. I mean, it was neat because when I came up with the game, it's like, okay, well, this is how you have to play it, but it's just really versatile and you don't necessarily have to stick to the rules. But of course, I did have to make it structured for the sake of the game.
Are you saying that people have the ability to develop their own house rules?
It is exactly for house rules.
I love
and that's what I absolutely love.
Yep. I love that. As I said earlier, I play Magic the Gathering, and one of my favorite parts about that community, as far as the paper version in person, is the vast workability for people to play by their own house rules and play how they like to with your game.
And you can't play a game. You can't play a game so strict that you play it once, you follow the rules. The game's designed to be followed by the rules, and then you've kind of played it out, and it doesn't play again. It doesn't play well.
So games don't have replay value. Exactly. Now, my question, post production now, two-part. Number one, are there going to be expansion packs? And number two,
yes,
has this spurred, you've seen one cannabis game concept that works that you've developed now, has this spurred maybe like, you know what else would be fun? A game where you have to see how long you can hold in your hit for.
Well, okay, so what's really, really cool is with this original game, so this is the OG deck. I'm going to have a ton of expansion packs, 3 of which are already written. I just have to go through, that manufacturing process, which can be very tedious and laborious. On that one. Some of the expansion packs are going to be our Iron Deck edition. or lungs deck, and then we're also going to have the baddies
Lungs?
edition,
Did you say the
intellecta
lungs?
deck,
The lungs deck?
iron lungs deck.
Iron lungs
So
deck.
that one, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't play it. A lot of the cards, so one of the goals that I had when developing this game, as you guys talked about, being able to play it over and over again, I didn't want any of the cards for you to be able to look at and say, okay, I'm going to memorize this, or I'm going to remember this one so I can practice it and have a leg up on my competition. With this game, there's less than a handful of cards. I want to say maybe 3 that you can memorize and maybe have a leg up. But when you're smoking, trying to spell cannabis or marijuana backwards is not easy anyway. So it's kind of like a little...
If someone came up to me and had that complaint about this kind of game, I'd be like, you have the wrong idea about this game. It's not meant to practice makes perfect. It's meant to, are you the stoner triathlon of these games? And you say you were bringing up expansions, and immediately I think the 3 expansions I'd want to see are the White Lighter expansion, the In Public expansion, and the Infused expansion.
Ooh, okay. So with
Stoned
the
in
infused,
public.
I was thinking of like an edible situation, but with edibles, it's a little bit more tricky because of dosage, delay, metabolism, a little bit of stuff like that. But I really like that In Public edition.
I like
The infused element you could use more as like, okay, so this is predominantly cannabis subjects. Well, in this in expansion, we're going to infuse the topic of politics, celebrities, whatever.
And it's cool. So like with...
Is a dab.
Tell me.
I want to see a dab edition. I want to see a dab edition.
You know what?
Like a 710 edition.
What you could do, and I think
Yeah,
people would eat
that's a
this
good
up
name
if you
for
did
it.
brand-specific editions. The Grow Father edition, the Dr. Zodiac edition.
Well, that's where she can do the collab. So the expansion packs can be conceptual, or they can be collaborative partnerships with a different brand as well, and then you can have their input into that. So yeah, there's a ton of avenues.
And
that
an
you
easy
can go.
in right
Exactly.
there, because I imagine you're using Kickstarter for this. Add a collectible element.
I'm actually not.
No? I'll tell you, if you developed a collectible addition to the production of this game, like something people could like get during the Kickstarter or just with the game, that's like, because people in the cannabis culture love unique, cool little toys. Whether it be a unique 510 thread or a interesting dab packer or something, that people eat that up, and it's
That's
so
true.
easy to do in the cannabis industry.
That's very, very true. Well, and it's so funny because we were going to do a couple things. One of them is, I have to put it on the website, but essentially if your deck gets all messed up through so many plays, you can give it back to us or like donate it back to us and we'll give you a new one. That way we can have all of the decks that have been through some games and seen some shit. So
Phil, I just thought maybe
the ones who have seen some shit.
I'm thinking if this game we really like it and people really like it, I see possibility of like a game show out of the dope deck. A live game show.
Here's what I can
that would
honestly
be
say.
amazing.
I think you'd make an excellent game show.
I haven't
host.
looked at this game. I haven't looked at the rules. I haven't looked at... See, I've kept myself completely in the dark when it comes to this game for a very specific reason.
So I haven't looked into it at all either.
Because
but the
if
way
I
she's
don't
describing
know, then I can learn as we go along. And so that's what I'm hoping.
You guys aren't ready. I'm going to tell you now.
The
You're
big
not
piece I'm
ready.
basing this off of is the generality she's speaking to, that this game, because if you have a game that can do expansion packs, in my opinion, you could do a game show because you're hitting so many different topics. You're going so broad.
Sure.
Well, and what's cool about it is the expansion packs aren't topic based because each pack has a variety of topics and challenges and luck of the draw, et cetera, et cetera. What's great about them is they tap into different subcultures within the cannabis community.
Yeah.
So that way each deck can be for you and your friend group. So you can be seen and represented, and it can really showcase the normalcy of smoking weed and having fun and being with friends and it just being normalized.
Culture,
I mean, think about how many people, exactly, so many people drink in front of their kids and it's no big deal. Don't get me wrong, I do it too. But it's also, I don't mind smoking because it's a social drug. It's medicinal. There's so many things that layer it. So those expansion packs are very subculture based.
I love
so
that.
I think that's what really, really drives that home.
In the spirit of cannabis culture, I'm going to give you this idea I just had, and this is I really hope you use this. This is how you're going to draw the collectible in. You each set, you do a unique cannabis celebrity trading card, the dope decks. Eventually, you'd have someone with a dope deck.
Right? No, absolutely. And we also want to have a card that you can write your own challenge or luck of the draw to see if you can get your friends or what have you. So there's so many things because, like, to be honest, each card is its own individual game. And the only thing that ties all the cards together is it's in the same deck, you know?
And
so.
weed.
This is going to be an app in 3 years.
Yeah, right.
There's going to be an app in 3 years and people are going to be like, yo, you want to play Dope Deck? Like, I haven't heard people playing, like, Words with Friends or anything. So when she launches this app, people are going to be sitting around together on their phones.
But you could, like, you can put an electronic community along with this. You can have people put their scores, their different experiences in with it. So there's so many different avenues you can go with it.
And you know how I know she can do it? Because she already got the blanket.
Oh, it's on the other side. Don't mind me. You didn't see that. Be cool.
That was classic stoner mistake right there.
You are blowing my ears out. Like I
controlling the volume.
Like, holy shit. Okay, so when you put the game together, what basic rules? I mean, you told us what inspired you. So what did you like? How did you decide how many cards go in this deck? How did you decide, what type of screening process?
However many cards I could think of, and they basically fall into a couple different categories. So you have challenges, stuff that you have to challenge one person in the group. You have things that go around in a rotation, which are more or less kind of like the challenges, except a little bit different. And then you have luck of the draw. So no matter how good you are, let's say you nail all of the challenges. If you flip a card and it's like all men smoke, what are you going to do? You know?
You're going to smoke.
No matter what. There's going to be, and then there's also this card's live for 1 round. So even if you didn't pull it, now you have this added thing you have to be, I'm trying not to give anything away,
okay.
This added thing you have to be aware of. So there's multiple different layers, there's different variables, and it's nice because when I conceptualized it, there were ideas I had, I needed every time you play for it to be different. You can't memorize anything. It's going to be different and fun depending on who you play with. That was also, I didn't want people to conform to the game. I wanted the game to conform to the people.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit different.
That's awesome.
And I don't want Phil to be the only one having fun with us here. So please, I would love to I would love to get some friends together and play a dope deck for some content for you. So please tap in with me, Bucketman_TV for my Instagram. I would love to work with you on this. Sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
You bet.
So
hell yeah, thank you.
So we are going to play this game tonight, guys. So when we come back off of our break in between shows, we are going to play this game. We have it right here, and I was opening this up, and so just to give you guys an idea of what comes in here. Oh, I see. Thank you. So what we have here, guys, is in this beautiful silk bag with the logo on it.
In my deck sack.
Oh, the deck sack. I like that. Deck sack. Get it?
I was going to say deck dub, but yeah, deck sack is great.
All right. And then on top of it, which I think is a very sweet touch, is the instructions are in here as well. but I was pleased to see that there's a pack of not only raw papers inside, but a pack of filters as well.
That is a great. What I honestly was expecting was the deodorizer or the air freshener packet you get in some eighths, like the little.
Yeah, Jeff was asking.
That's funny. I've never gotten that.
So, that would be so natural. That's just such a regular thing with cannabis packaging is that little packet of sand in there or whatever that is.
So Sasha, the control room is asking: did we just get this raw paper, or does everybody get that, or was it special for us?
It depends. So actually I had an event and I was able to throw some goodies your guys' way. I recently got some stickers made, and so I'm going through that. When I actually send the packages out for people that order them, I'm going to try to put stickers in there with, I can't send lighters in USPS, and USPS doesn't play. So stickers and any other little knickknack I have, any goodies.
Well, as someone who used to work for UPS, I can tell you they don't like lighter fluid. That's the thing they don't.
Well,
like.
Listen, I think for the organization that moves more cannabis illegally than any organization in the world should basically not be too tied up about whether they let you use said lighters.
But Phil, I think the important thing,
it.
I think the real important question that we need to ask tonight about this game is: it made of hemp?
I don't know, but
no.
I want to say
I think that's
cool.
an ambition for an expansion. The literal hemp version,
edition?
The literal hemp edition.
That would be interesting.
That would be cool.
That would be very.
I guess it's very possible. I mean, you can print. There's lots of things to print.
Even better.
The possibilities are endless.
I was just gonna say, even better if you could partner up with brands and dispensaries and get a game that's like, hey, you can play it and then you can smoke it.
Yeah, or eat it. Make fucking edibles out of it, or we can just use the card to smoke it. Just smoke the card.
Or that's a card in the game. That's a card in the game. The challenge: you have to smoke this entire game.
Yeah,
you have to smoke it, and not cough. Right?
The game's not over until you smoke 200 cards.
Oh God, that would be a nightmare.
That would be a nightmare.
This has been fun. This has been a lot of fun. I'm excited to have a new thing to talk about. People, have you heard of the dope deck? And they're gonna be like, "Is that something like the gaming stream deck?" I'm like, "No, it's a card game."
Yeah, right on. So basically,
and it's so cool. There's
no. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Oh, no, I was just going to say you can be super casual with it if you're just having a sesh, flip a card, do the prompt, and then go on about your day. Or you can actually sit there and jam through the cards.
Well, that just makes me want to ask,
it's just...
have you ever thought of a super competitive version?
Okay, so the cards have kind of taken on a persona of themselves. So... every time I've played in a group, I feel like the cards will call someone out and just obliterate them. And it's really rough to see.
Are you saying that you've made the cannabis equivalent of the Fred ruining level of Monopoly?
If I knew what that was, I would say yes.
You know how some people say that playing Monopoly together ruins friendships?
Oh, yes. Exactly. No, that's exactly what this is.
I like how you answered that gleefully.
Yes. And it's brilliant. So what makes it even better is when we do events, I tell people, I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I actually make the rules. I make all of the rules.
That's really,
really
funny. That's, just shameless.
And then what makes it even better... No, it's oh my God, it's so great. It's like I have these cards do my dirty work. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that with this next thing I'm going to say, because I had this group of guys, and you know how guys are with their height? Yeah, it's like if they're short, right? So this group of guys come up to the booth, and I'm like, hey, flip a card. It'll be great. You're going to love it. They make the guy flip a card, and it says... shortest person smokes because fuck short people. And his face dropped, and he looked at me, and I was like,
yeah,
bro, you shuffled them. Don't look at me like I'm over here calling you out, my guy. You shuffled the shits.
The other thing that now I know about this is you can advertise it. It's just like the dope deck. Women take it well. Men.
Bro, every time I have played in a group, one man will start crying.
That's really, 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 really funny.
Out of laughter mostly, but I'll take it.
But
I want to see someone tonight. I want to see tonight crying.
A male is getting offended or butthurt on some level playing this game predominantly.
Oh, no, not so much offended or butthurt. Let's see. My brother ended up crying. Well, that makes him sound bad. He ended up crying because he was laughing so hard he couldn't breathe. And I was like, I'll still take that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with my kid's dad, and he started tearing up because his stomach was hurting, and he couldn't. He had like back-to-back hits, and he was like, I'm done. I can't.
So that also just made me think. You said, what was it? It was 2018. Your child was 1, so they're probably like what, 7, 8 now, 6?
Yeah, turning 9 this year.
How excited are you for that day coming when they come up to you and they say, "Mom, I'm 21. Let's play."
Okay, so my child has already said, "Can you make the kids version?" And I'm like,
you don't understand, honey.
Yeah, bro, it's bad. When I tell you it's bad. He tried to get his first grade teacher to buy a deck, and I had to like pump your brakes, my guy.
Yeah.
Well, and it's bad because he's a really good salesperson. Like, he's a real good salesman. He's like, hey, so my mom has this game, and I'm like, if you don't chill, bro, CPS is gonna come over. Like, what are you doing?
So I definitely think there is a way you could make a dope deck for kids, but the thing you have to do is revamp the dope from cannabis to a cool kind of like Cards Against Humanity kind of vibe. A
cool game for kids.
Exactly. Like,
yes,
definitely tap in more on culture with them and anime, pop culture, artists right now, memes.
Well, and it's so funny because if you take out the smoking and the cannabis, I would go as far as to say it's a kid's game because it's stuff that's so easy. I think one card is like, do a thumb war with someone. And it's like, it's stuff kids can already do. It's a very easy and it's simple. But that's simple enough for a child to be able to play.
That's always been my thing, my rule that I honestly haven't really been public enough about. But if you can't, when you're stoned, act like a kid, you're doing it wrong. You're doing weed wrong. If you can't just think back, be nostalgic, tap into some form of your kid self and just be a bit goofy. Like if you're doing weed wrong or that what you're smoking is not weed.
Yeah, right? No, 1,000%. If you can't enjoy time with your friends and be goofy and be silly, and this game is all about, hey, dude, just be goofy, be silly, have fun, There's nothing that I like more than playing with a group of friends and someone just says something stupid or does something stupid.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm going to remember that forever.
It's
the greatest thing. And then it becomes this inside joke that, snowballs into this visceral moment of nostalgia that you can look back on and be like, oh my God, despite all of the bullshit, despite all of the crap going on around me. And it was great because when I thought of this game with my dad's health declining, with losing my job, this is what I needed in that moment. Yeah. It wasn't just, I want to smoke weed and forget about stuff. It's, I want to create relief because this world is rough enough and it's hard enough and it's sad enough. And
well, I wonder
if up enough.
If you realize this element too, because what I'm seeing is that you had your father's health in decline and you had a child brought into the world. And I think what you saw with this, I don't know if you realize yet, is that life is precious. And we need to, whether you're a stoner or not, enjoy ourselves the most we can and each other.
No, and 1,000%. And it's funny because I feel like it takes me back to like being a hippie that I'm like, all we need is love. And I tell my mom that, and she's like, stop it, just get away from me, like chill out with all
People
that.
don't
But I'm
laugh.
like,
People are too serious. Everything is so uptight and everything is doom and gloom. And so when you have an opportunity to do something and make yourself laugh and be around people you like to be around and get that laugh, that's
And,
that's half the battle right
and like
there.
I was saying, like
I mean, honestly, it was either the dope deck or I start selling pussy. And here we are.
And away from that. Oh God.
Wow.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, if you can't tap into your kid self when you're smoking weed and being high, you're doing it wrong. And name me someone who who is a great hang as a stoner who doesn't. Name me someone who you hang out with that smokes weed that doesn't tap into some or doesn't talk about I love doing this as a kid, or you have a conversation of like, oh, remember
Stoners
that?
are nostalgic.
Part of your stoner idea, your stoner makeup is your nostalgia, is your childhood.
Yeah, because if you've been smoking weed long enough, you've gone through all kinds of fucking shit to go to smoke weed.
Well, more
you've
than
gone
that,
through to great extents. You have fucking hidden from cops. You've gone to just great extreme, and so you now that we've reached this epic point where things are far more. Yeah, right.
it's more than that. What are you doing right now? Well, because of cannabis, with what we've been smoking, you're reminiscing. Cannabis causes people to reminisce. It puts them in a state where they like when you're stressed and freaking out about shit in life. You're not thinking about like, oh, my bank bills are due and my child's in the hospital. But you know what was really nice? Being on the beach in '93. That just doesn't happen.
If someone did that around.
If your child's in the hospital, I'm thinking maybe you might be thinking.
I'd have a conversation with that person about how they posture themselves publicly and maybe not swaying like that. But aside from that point, when you're relaxed, when you're vibing out with whatever strain you're smoking, you're able to put yourself in a state where you can look back on good times and reminisce and not feel regret or anything like that and continue moving forward.
Well, and it's funny because I feel like there's definitely a duality in between holding on to that nostalgia but also being present, because I know at least for myself a lot of times when I'm smoking or eating it or what have you, it's a very like, hey, I'm grateful here. I'm here right now. It kind of like brings you into your body in that way to be like, okay, and so.
And Phil, I'm glad if life works out in crazy ways for you, because we're about to show the premiere of my show, which is
it's airing right now as we speak.
Well, we're airing my show right now, and I don't know the timing of it. I don't know, whatever. My point is that
shouldn't you be there?
Well, no, we're airing it and we're doing complicated. My point is that
it's science. You wouldn't understand.
It's technology. It's in the Bible. Leave it alone. Anyway, my point is that that's like all of this is what inspired that show. Which please go onto the Bucket Man Show YouTube and give it a watch. That's. My early stoner time and my nostalgia inspired that show and the format and just all the
full
elements.
Circle nostalgia.
It really is. It's crazy how life works out like that. And now I discover an awesome new game to play. So
well, we're gonna do more than that. We're gonna actually play it. Sacha, I enjoyed. And here it goes, guys. The dopest in the game. It is the dope deck, the world's dopest card game. We've got Sacha in the house. She's the creator of this game, and we really appreciate you being here telling us tonight about your story, your background, what inspired you. And guys, the story's not over because we can tell you about the game. We can tell you about the inspiration, but we're going to play it, and we're going to play it on the Late Edition, which is... I think we can start pretty close to 10. When we do it, we say 10-ish. You know, the ish part is the variable, right? But it will be around 10 o'clock. That's what we're scheduled. We're a little late right now. In the meantime, you guys can go over and check out Bucket's new show, which is the Bucket Man Show here on Cough Country TV. He's got his own YouTube channel, Rumble, Instagram, all that stuff. Go over and give him a like, follow, and subscribe, because that's how we build shit. We need follows. We need likes. We need people to subscribe.
I need money.
And he needs money.
I need money. You send me money.
Right?
Or gold.
Oh, my.
Or livestock.
Well, you tell George Takei whatever you need. He'll take care of that for you. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We will take, guys, we're going to take a break right now. We're going to come off. We're going to come off air. We'll be back at 10 o'clock. We'll be here for the late night show. Bill with Cough Country News will be here. Sacha will also be back. We're going to cover some news. We're going to talk about, we've got some clips from your show that we're actually going to play.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we have clips. We just didn't have them ready for this show. We had them ready for the next show because the timing, you know.
We're going to play them.
See, here was, you know, I'm going to just spill the beans. What we were going, I'm going to spill the beans. What we were going to do is tease it out on the 8 o'clock show, because you were going to be on 9, and then on 10 we were going to give people more in case they missed it. Here's a clip, and if you want to see more of that, go see it. So there was a plan, but when you're late, you're late. That's what happens.
I wasn't late.
You weren't late. You were early. But
I wasn't late.
you weren't late. You were early as well. Let's just say production.
I'm almost always late.
Yeah, I know. This was a production thing. Production was late. You know, shit happens.
The weather was weird.
It happens. But anyway, there's still plenty of time. His Bucket Man show, I believe he has a 25-minute first episode. You have plenty of time to go over right now and watch his episode, and then come back and join us at 10 o'clock. We have a strain of the day. I'm not going to tell you. You got to come tune in for that. We are going to play this game, the Dope Deck, with Sacha. We've got Bill with the news. So all of that and more, guys.
Phil said, check out the show, and come tap in afterwards. Come ask questions. Come tell me what you'd like to see, if anything, out of the show. And like you said, we're going to be sharing some clips. I'm glad you're going to be able to see elements of this show with us. So. It's fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm glad that I'm going to learn. This is like I want to learn in live time, so I can feel like what it would be like if Sacha wasn't looking over my shoulder.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
I know, right?
Right?
All ominous and shit.
wait till we put you on this big screen. So that's coming next. Right? All right. So, guys, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you, Bucket, for helping me interview Sacha and meeting her. Sacha, we look forward to seeing you. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you back at 10. Guys, and tell people how to find you and how they can purchase a game.
Oh, hell yeah,
Let's do that.
We have our Instagram, which is at the Dope Deck, and then we have our website, which is thedopedeck.com, and you can actually get it on the website, or if you're in Southern California, we're in 8 states. What those are off the top of my head, I don't know, because you called me out now, and I don't know anything about, I don't know shit about 5. But yeah, no,
But you
so
can
we're
buy
in
it
lounges,
online.
check us out.
But you can buy it online.
Yes, but you can buy it online.
That's the most important
and
thing.
if you want to play for free and you have a lounge near you, tell them to reach out to me and I will send them one. Free of charge.
Did
we'll
you know
donate
that,
one.
Bucket?
I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. But
If you're near a lounge, you ask the lounge to reach out to Sacha, and then she makes sure that you provide them with a game.
Hey, high rollers.
I'll send one out there.
Reach out to Sacha here.
They can play it.
Yeah.
High Rollers AC.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
Awesome place.
We'll hook you up.
Hook you
All
up
right.
with Fat Deck.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Go and buy yourself a deck, a dope deck, and Sacha is going to be the one who sends it to you. And if she has any extra, like these goodies and shit, she's going to send those along with it. So, Sacha, we'll see you at 10. Yes. Bucket, thanks. Guys, we will be back, and we'll see you like a half hour or so, 45 minutes. We'll see you right after that. Peace.
Peace.